In remote meetings, the conference camera is your eyes. The smarter and more comprehensive the eyes, the better the experience. Ideally, meeting rooms look like this. But in reality, they often look like this. Have you ever felt disconnected during remote meetings? Especially in large conference rooms where a single front camera makes it hard to see everyone clearly, or you feel sidelined as others dominate the conversation. That's why we want to introduce you the M-Tower Smart Center View Intelligent Camera, designed to bring out the best of you and put you at the center of the meeting. M-Tower, placed at the center of your table, paired with Yelling Video's devices. For example, the meeting bar provides a front-facing perspective, while M-Tower delivers the central view. Together, they create a front and center best view switching experience. When speaking to remote participants, the front camera captures everyone's actions. When the conversation shifts to face-to-face discussions, M-Tower automatically captures everyone's expressions. And don't worry about managing both the front and center perspectives. With Best View Switching feature, M-Tower can automatically choose your frontal view. Say goodbye to blocked views, awkward angles, and losing focus. Our AI ensures you're always presented at your best.
Look here, the M-Tower features 3 4K cameras, providing a 322-degree coverage with 2 wide-angle lenses and 1 telephoto lens. These unique designs ensure better coverage of the seat that is positioned at the head of the table, delivering clearer and close-up view for those who sit further from the camera. Here, it has equipped with 6+1 built-in beamforming microphone array with a pickup range of up to 6 meters. It allows picking up audio with the video bar, effectively extending the voice pickup range. Inside, it has a Qualcomm 8550 processor, offering an AI computing power to up to 48 TOPS, which drives powerful AI capabilities, delivering better video conferencing experience. For example, Best View Switching intelligently selects the optimal front view from the front or center camera, ensuring that the remote participants always see the speaker's face directly. Take a look here. Our privacy shutter uses a new magnetic levitation design, making it more compact and able to open and close automatically, so your meetings feel safer and more secure. And we've got 2 buttons here, allowing users to mute audio or camera with just 1 tap, making it meeting control even easier. Also, M-Tower is deeply integrated with Microsoft Teams, allowing it to easily connect with your meeting room devices. The M-Tower is really easy to set up. You can just connect it to the bar with a single Ethernet cable, no adapters needed.
In the future of AI, a single conference device will have more lenses and individual meeting rooms will feature more cameras. Powered by AI to intelligently manage the visuals, M-Tower is the bridge that connects you. With M-Tower, you get exceptional video, superior audio, and an intelligent switching experience. Your meeting experience will be more intelligent, more natural, and more inclusive. In all, no matter where you are, M-Tower will bring the best of you to the center.
SkySound, a Microsoft Teams certified pro ceiling audio system, delivers professional audio performance with AI-powered design and deployment. Imagine a streamlined design and deployment process like never before. With the Room Designer, you can create a customized setup in minutes, automatically calculating the number of devices, their placement, and connecting the audio links seamlessly. When deploying the audio system, it automatically adjusts to the room's acoustics for optimal performance, saving your team valuable time on site. Experience the power of voice with SkySound. The AI-powered mic captures every word with incredible precision, letting you customize pickup zones, focusing on specific seats, or blocking out external noise. Working seamlessly with Microsoft Teams room systems, the SkySound solution enables real-time, precise speaker tracking for an immersive experience. Tailored for various scenarios, Yeelink's one-stop Microsoft Teams room solution ensures seamless integration with a streamlined design and deployment process. Sky Sound Solution, Premier Sound, simplified design and deployment.
Embracing a synergy of innovation, connectivity and sustainability, this is the 23-year-old Yealink you see today.
The era of innovative unified communication is coming. When you use Yealink products, you connect the world and everything with it. Your job, your colleague, and now they are in your place. Simply click to join a meeting, pull to start a business chat. We create a new working zone for you. Just connect your team and join a meeting with incredible audio and video experience. With Yealink, you can create the perfect working space no matter where you are. This is an innovative unified communication solution. Yealink's new working system. Get inside the product. It's the solution to innovation. Making products about creating value and helping users solve problems. With industry-leading AI-based audio and video technologies, Yealink keeps innovating, especially in AI technology, and therefore provides an immersive communications experience. Step into our smart factories. We've elevated efficiency, ensuring each product is a testament to our commitment to quality and innovation. As a global leading provider of unified communication and collaboration solutions, we have established long-term partnerships spanning 140 countries. We protect your data security, design and develop products with exceptional low-carbon properties, with an average renewable utilization rate of more than 85% and commit to environmental stewardship.
So I'm a smart guy here, so I got to make sure I bring out my notes to make sure that I do this right. All right, so luckily you're not just going to hear from me today. I want to introduce our panelists today. Dawson, if you'll grab this mic here. Introduce yourself. Dawson is the VP of Product from Yealink. Dawson, thanks for joining me today.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Yealink booth. Thank you all.
We're going to have to squeeze in a very small space if they keep turning that speaker
Yes,
closer. We might need to move that speaker over a little bit. Is there an AV guy in here? Anybody know anything about audio? There you go. All right, good. Go ahead.
Okay. So I from the product center, and I lead the whole product team dedicated for the modern workspace solution, especially for Microsoft Teams certified solution. Yeah.
Thank you, Dawson. We're gonna have to flip. We're gonna turn the mic off, or what I can do is just pass my mic. So if you'll turn yours off, that would be better. Let's turn it off here. There we go. All right, Albert, come on, join us. Thank you very much, Albert. Albert is a senior director at Microsoft, representing Teams. Can you tell us a little bit about you and what you do every day?
So my team actually certifies all these devices to make sure that we can get the best performance of Teams on this hardware that Yealink is building. So my name is Albert, and yeah, that's what my team does.
And Albert literally just got here. I appreciate you joining us. Siddharth, come on over here. Siddharth is the Director of Business Development at Qualcomm. A lot of people don't know much. I mean, Qualcomm's behind the scenes. You know, everyone's probably heard of Qualcomm because they have a mobile phone, but you do a lot more than that.
Absolutely, and I think I was going to say that we're not behind the scenes, we're actually the heart of the system, right? And we'll talk more about that today. And my role in Qualcomm is to lead the business, surrounding cameras and Edge AI. Very nice to meet everyone.
Yeah, and what's interesting about Qualcomm is they may not have a booth here, but they're all over the show because they're the heart of a lot of the processing that goes on in our market today. We're going to talk a little bit about that, especially as it relates to AI. AI has really changed the industry significantly, and you're going to learn the difference between AI processing in the cloud and AI on the edge, and that's really important because some of the stuff we're going to start doing in the future is going to require edge-based AI so that we don't have to rely on the network and the computing power that would be required if we were doing it on-premise all the time or in the cloud all the time. So AI is a game changer in our market. We all know AI from the sense that it's allowed us to be able to be heard better on calls, right? We've seen that. We can stand in a classroom now and speak without wearing a microphone and be heard remotely. And it's allowed us to be seen and stay on camera all the time, right? It allows us to be able to be a part of the meeting as an active meeting participant rather than a bystander. I like to use the term the stepchild of a meeting. If you think about before the pandemic, the remote participant was sort of treated like the stepchild of a meeting. We didn't really care about them unless they were making too much noise, and we would actively ask them to mute their audio, right? Because they were making. Now, after the pandemic, a lot of the people that are joining meetings remotely are the most important people in the meeting. So AI is a critical component of that. What's happened in the last couple of years is we've gone from just using AI to help us with audio and video to help us identify the number of participants in a room and how the rooms are being used. In the future, however, what AI is going to do is personalize the entire experience, which would mean that instead of us having a one-size-fits-all application for a Teams room, for example, we're going to have personalized rooms where we walk into a room, it recognizes who we are, sets up the room the way we want it set up, and makes it where the remote participants and the in-person participants have an equally easy and frictionless experience. Part of that is the work that pioneers like Yealink have done over the last couple of years. Yealink started out as a phone company. I mean, a lot of you know them as a phone company, and then they got into the UC market. They've been around a long time. They currently are the number one phone provider, but they're number 5 in video conferencing, right? I mean, they've come a long way. They're a driver in the industry. They're sort of a full service provider. If you've walked around their booth here at ISE, you know that they're not just making cameras and they're not just making video bars. They're providing complete solutions. They were the first company, to my knowledge, I believe you were the first company to introduce an MTRA as a third-party brand. So I think that is substantial. They have an integrated partnership with Microsoft, and they are one of the first and for those of you who don't know, one of the first to adopt MDEP, right, which is a significant step forward for the entire industry, not just for UC. It's going to help the entire industry. All right, so I'm excited to bring on Dawson first, and I have a question for you, Dawson. I'm going to hand the mic over to you to answer this question so we don't get that feedback from the speakers. But I want you to explain why Microsoft and sort of how that collaboration came to be, and give us a status update on that.
Actually, to be honest, we really give some achievement for the Microsoft Teams business. Thanks to a lot to Microsoft friends, partners, and also in the market share, especially in the European market. But we still need lots of jobs to do to bring more innovative products to our customers, to our channel partners, you. But if you want to say that some keywords, why Yealink can move so fast, achieve this kind of the market share in the market, I think there are two keywords. First is focus. We really focus on the Microsoft Teams business, especially the MTR business. Yeah, I think right now in Yealink company, 80% of the R&D resource go to the Microsoft Teams device solution. Yeah, and and by the way, we got more than 1,200 engineers. So it's a lot of the R&D resource go to the Teams. Second part is fast. So every time we have the new ideas with Microsoft, maybe from us, we can very quickly to create the projects and invest the R&D people and turn the ideas to be product, high quality product to the market. Yeah.
I think a lot of people here who are joining us online may not know about the MCore 4 kits, and I think that's a really important driver for why we're here today. Can you explain that?
I think lots of people know the MTR Windows solution in the market. So we named it MCore 4, means that it's our first generation of the MTR Windows solution. And something different to the before solution, I think the most different is the AI. So we bring the full series for the intelligent camera solution and also the intelligent speaker solution to all our camera audio device, no matter from small room, medium room, large room, and Pro AV rooms. And another big part different is the the system part, not only on the camera or audio part, but on the system part. So this time we choose, before we choose the 8th generation, 11th generation, but this time we don't choose the 14th generation. We choose the Intel Ultra series chipset for our MTR Windows solution because this is AI PC. This got a lot of NPU, very powerful NPU chips inside. So that so you know that this year we bring lots of AI generation 2 products to this event, but we think about for the system part, the AI generation straight. So that's the future-proof products. Yeah.
Well, specifically because you mentioned AI, I want to know what we can expect from Yealink in 2025 with regard to AI.
We have been in the market for a very long time. So every few years we can see some new technology really change the industry. But this time I think the MTR market business really enter a new era. And no matter it's for the MTR Windows or MTR Android. So right now for the customers, if they want to choose an MTR solution, they need to make sure that if it is future-proof or it is going to be out of date. Yeah. So of course, AI really changed this VC industry and also changed the experience of the customers. Yeah. And so for these 2 years, we see 2 trends for the intelligent camera features. So one is that you can see that one camera device with more eyes or lens. Yeah. So even for the small room, last year we launched our new products A40 and S40. Even for the small room products, we have two lens inside, two 70-degree lens of the camera, so that to stitch it to a 120 camera solution, so that it can cover wide angle and also longer distance. So even the people is 4 meters, 5 meters away from the device, then it still can have very good quality. And also this year we bring like the M Tower. So this is 300 degrees center of the camera with 3 eyes. And also our new Meeting Board Pro and A60 for medium-sized rooms with 3 cameras. And this one is Smart Vision 80. So this one is for large rooms. So this one with 4 eyes. So you can see 3 eyes on the bottom and also 1 PTZ cameras. So that you can cover for large rooms the near part, the middle part, and also the far part. You can use 1 camera to this. And second part is you can see that in one room there are more cameras, because usually 1 camera device, even multi-lens, but only can cover 1 angle. And right now in this hybrid meeting period, the way of the people have meetings is also changed. So it's local meeting plus remote participants, especially for some larger space like medium, large, and ballrooms. You got more local people, so you not only talk to the TV, but you also talk to the people in the room, right? So you need to turn the heads during the meetings. So that's why I say that the only 1 camera device is not enough. You need a multi-angle camera system. Yeah. So this year we bring 2 multi-camera solution. One is the front room camera video bar or board, together with our 360 center of room M Tower. So this is a bundle solution for medium or large rooms. We got another solution. It's multi-PTZ camera. We call S90 for ballroom solution. I still have 1 slide. Okay, so when you have multi-camera, then you need a control system. You need an AI manager to find the speaker and dispatch the right camera, right, to provide the best view of the speaker. So, and all this is done by the AI. So you don't need the end user. They don't feel anything. They don't touch anything. So it's automatically. So that's why we need more powerful AI chips. So that to ensure to have more cameras, support the more cameras, and also the AI brain. Yeah. So that's why we use our new products, use the Qualcomm new generation 8550 chips. Yeah. And also we need a support from the platform, from Microsoft Teams, to fulfill our Microsoft Teams IntelliFriend experience and connect to the Copilot. So that's, yeah.
Well, that's why I want to have Albert come on from Microsoft. So Microsoft Teams has gone from a UC platform to a dominant AI platform. I would call it more than just a UC platform. I'm curious, sort of, with the integration of Copilot in Teams, what we can expect for 2025 and what would be different than what we've seen so far.
Well, I do not know if you have actually seen the Copilot in action inside Microsoft Teams. We always assume that you have seen, but many of you, I don't think, are using this on a day in, day out basis. So let's actually start with some of the basics, right? So one of the basics is what Dawson was just talking about. The very fundamental baseline of what we started working on is getting better audio and video. And the better audio and video, especially on the audio side, was very much trying to get as clear as possible audio. The example that we have demonstrated about that is, for example, that you're in a noisy environment like this. The AI is actually able to filter out all this background noise. And why is that important? Because, and that's the next step, this audio that is being used, that is then filtered out to pure audio, is being transcribed. So with other words, the AI can digitize everything that has been spoken and actually then put it into words that you can read back. And on the basis of that, and that's the next stage of the AI, and I will come back to that in a moment, actually you can start interpreting what went on in the meeting. On the video side, there is something similar. After everyone started working from home, at that very moment you want to see your face in the meeting room on an equal level as the people who are in the remote areas. So the video that we are developing where we are using AI is actually put the frames of the different people that are in the meeting room in their little cubby holes, just like the people who are coming from a webcam. So on the audio and the video side, AI is being used at a basic level. Now, the part where now in this 2025 we are working on the most is actually making people be helped by the co-pilot in understanding what truly went on in the meeting room. So give you a few examples of that. The first one is when you enroll your voice and your face, you can actually be attributed in all those recordings. So with other words, in the later recording, you can see a timeline of who has spoken when, because we are able to recognize your voice and say these words were spoken by Albert. And then you can later on, by the way, and that's the interpretative part of it, you can ask, what did Albert think about this meeting? And you know I'm Dutch, so they will say, oh man, I really did not know. There are certain things that he liked, but then he went on and on and on about these things that he did not like. No, I'm serious, right? So you can ask for sentiment of what went on in the meeting. You can ask for a synthesized summary. You can ask for action items that come out of the meeting. So that is stage 2. Now the stage 3, what is going on at this very moment, is something that Microsoft calls facilitator in the meetings. And in the facilitator role, there is essentially an agent, an AI, that participates in the meeting. It welcomes you and says, hey, I have seen from all the documents that this is your agenda. These are the agenda items that you want to discuss. And during the meeting, it constantly writes down what are the action items that are coming out of it. When you are closing the meeting and you did not do the action items that you agreed, it will remind you and says, hey, there's 20 minutes left. There are still 3 action items, agenda items that you need to address. So with other words, the AI has evolved from essentially distilling the audio, distilling the video into transcribing it. By the way, also potentially translating it if you need that. So if you have language barriers, they can be done by the AI. Then it went into trying to actually have a whole transcript that can be interpreted so you can quickly do a recap. And now it's actually helping you. So it joins the meeting and says, here's your agenda item. Those are the things that are happening at this very moment inside Microsoft Teams rooms when you deploy AI.
So you're describing kind of a personal assistant kind of application for AI as we move into the future. We're going to see more of that kind of like not just time saving, but intelligence building inside of Microsoft Teams and driven through Copilot?
Yeah, the journey that we are on is that this is not the right or politically correct way of saying it, but originally it was very much about organizing stuff. It is as if it is my secretary that is getting stuff organized. Then the next stage is actually you have a business admin that actually takes decisions for you. And then you have got a chief of staff. And that is the analogy that is happening with the AI at this very moment. So first, you just have the transcription. Second, you actually have the interpretation of the transcription, someone that summarized it. And then the third one is actually saying, don't take that meeting. It's a waste of your time. It's a waste of your time. Yeah. And I will send my AI there and I can take it offline. So that is the type of evolution that is going on in the AI. So we went from simple AI in the sense of the transcription, which by the way is not simple, all the way to someone who is actually acting on your behalf, an agent.
I think that's interesting to envision, because you know how when you join a meeting now late, it'll tell you what you've missed so far in the meeting and update you. Siddharth, this is going to obviously require a lot of edge AI processing. We can't do this in the cloud in real time, and this is where Qualcomm comes in.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think some of the user experiences that my colleagues out here explained, right, all have to do with basically creating like an immersive experience for for the end user who's looking at it, right? Now, if you were to kind of break down all of those, right, you need certain algorithms to run audio specific AI that basically helps you to detect who's speaking, where's the speech coming from. You want to be able to run video AI on the video streams, right, to basically center the frame, track the speaker in a room, cut out the thumbnails, right, and be able to encode those in high quality, right? So the edge compute engine is of paramount importance out there to be able to deliver this kind of a user experience, right? And more so, if you look at the video collaboration market in the last couple of years, it has been one of those markets that has driven the bleeding edge of technology faster than anybody else in IoT, right? You saw CNN models, drive experiences like auto framing, right? You saw AI-based models that basically drove experiences like noise suppression, right? Like Dawson just mentioned earlier, you want to be able to very cleanly create a speech, for the far end, right? And then when Gen AI came on board, it suddenly disrupted the entire market, right? Now, Gen AI allowed us to do stuff like running Whisper Small that basically gives you automatic transcription. So you could basically have a meeting in any language, right, any part of the world, right, and your speakers and listeners would basically understand in their own native language, right? So these kind of technologies came in and disrupted the the market, which is why the processors that you choose need to be strong enough and future proof. And more so, I think when you look at and I guess Dawson also mentioned that earlier, right? With the impressive line that Yealink has just come up with, you see many multi-camera devices, right? All of this requires a very high amount of processing on the device, because when you take a big room and you want to create a front row or an immersive experience for your far end, you want to be able to give enough processing power to every person in the room. I like to say it like every person deserves their own pixels, right? So there's a high amount of integration that's required, and with our processors, you have an integrated solution of a CPU, GPU, an AI DSP, an audio DSP, a Bluetooth and Wi-Fi connectivity islands, that are all dedicated and doing their own processing in their own space, right? That allows you to get an optimized experience in each of these work areas, be it multiple audio streams coming in, or multiple camera streams coming in, or multiple AI models being accelerated on the device.
So obviously, edge-based processing is going to be bigger and bigger, and it's going to simplify and expedite all of this AI that we're putting in these rooms. Clearly.
Absolutely.
Yep. Good. So Dawson, I want you to come back. So as we promised you, Yealink's going to introduce something new, a new solution called AV1. Exactly what is AV1?
So you can see that this year we showcase this world. We call it one-stop AV1 solution for some Pro AV rooms like the ballrooms, training rooms, and divisor rooms. And you can see that lots of new products like the dental-based premium city microphone CM50 and DSP and speakers, and also some video encoder and decoders, and all of them are IP-based. But the philosophy of us to make this solution is something different to the current industry players. We're trying to use the AI technology to simplify the design and also the deployment. For example, for Pro AV room, like the ballrooms, you just need to input how big of the meeting room and some data of the table. Then our AI designer software will automatically generate how many devices and what kind of device you need. For example, you need 3 Yealink cameras and 2 city microphones and 6 speakers and some mini PC, touch console, this kind of things. And also we'll showcase where you need to deploy the position. Second one, we'll create the linkage of the audio and video flow because all of them are IP-based. Suddenly, our system will automatically generate the control UI. So you don't need to do any programming. You don't need to know which brand of the camera need to integrate with which brand of the microphone. So that's why the purpose we provide this Yealink one-stop AV1 intelligent Pro AV solution. But in one word, we're trying to make the solution, make the Pro AV rooms smart and simple. So that's our solution. If you want to know more details, please go to our Pro AV zone, and we have a dedicated technical people to explain and demonstrate to you. We also get 2 multi-camera demo rooms, so you can feel how smooth of the multi-camera switch, auto switch experience. Thank you.
So how would you measure the ROI of a system like this compared to what they're doing now?
I cannot say, okay. But the philosophy of us to make products is make products simple and smart. And in the past few years, we get lots of unique technologies like the one Cat5 cable technology, one USB-C technology. So we will continue to use this kind of philosophy to make products, so that to help our channel partners to improve the efficiency when they design, no matter what kind of the rooms, small, medium, large, and Pro AV rooms. So that's what we're trying to do.
All right, so Yealink has become a one-stop shop partner for integrators and users. So this is an opportunity for you to enjoy the booth, enjoy the rest of the show, but make sure you check out all the new products from Yealink and understand AV1 and how it can simplify your collaboration experience. I want to thank Qualcomm. I want to thank Microsoft for the insights with regard to Copilot. I want to thank all of you for attending. And
Happy hour.
oh yeah, and we're starting happy hour, so don't just leave without grabbing a drink. Thank you, Dawson. Thank you very much, and thanks for everyone for joining online as well.